The next section of your artist business plan is that of customers. And as I'd mentioned to you before, there are lots of little mini plans in your business plan. And we've gotten up to part 7. We started with part 3 being your company overview. We looked at your personnel. We looked at your products and services. We put together a plan for your marketing. And now we're up to the plan for your customers. You might say, okay, and you've probably read about this already if you've been keeping up with the class, but if not, we can talk about the types of customers. Now, there's two types. There's two types of customers for every music professional out there. If you're a songwriter or if you're a musician in a band, you got two different types of customers. You got fan customers and you have entertainment industry customers. There is a difference. And then what you're going to look at is the niches, the profiles, the demographics for both of those, and then putting together some sort of customer service plan within the plan. So customers come, remember this, customers come one at a time. You can lose them in droves, but just remember, customers come one at a time. Okay, well, how do you get these customers? Well, acquiring a customer is not always easy. If you're putting out quality, oh, there's that word again. If you're putting out quality on a regular basis, fans will become customers, and those fans will be attracted to the quality of the art. There's lots of different ways that you can maybe acquire customers. And it can be done by, first of all, word of mouth. You know, people heard about you because of a gig you played or a recording that you made. And maybe someone heard you on the radio. Maybe they had you listen to you on Spotify or Bandcamp or YouTube or one of those kind of outlets that we discuss in this class. But where do these customers, who are they? And how do we attract them? So the music fans, okay, this is a good one. This is what most people think about when they think about their customers. They're music fans. These are fans that are attracted to the artist. And obviously, these customers become one of the major sources of income. So obviously, one obvious source of income is from fans who purchase the products of the artist. This would include ticket buyers, download purchasers, merchandise collectors, anybody who's taking money out of their pocket and giving it to the artist. Fan customers. Think about this. Define the perfect customer. Define the perfect customer. Would that be a customer who buys everything that the artist has? That sounds to me like a perfect customer. Would it be one that goes to every show that they can? That sounds like pretty close to a perfect customer. Is it one who spreads the word to all their friends that you are the best artist in the world? Well, that sounds like a perfect customer to me. So define your perfect customer. Write it down. Who is your perfect customer? Then you have to think about, how am I going to replicate that customer? How can I get more than just one? You're going to define your perfect customer, but then you're going to think about, how can I get more than one of these that's just going to love everything I do? The perfect customer. We'll talk about this a little bit more in just a second. The second type of customer is the entertainment industry customer. Now, obviously, an entertainment industry customer maybe it's a record label, maybe it's a talent buyer, okay, maybe it's a publisher. These are people that think they're going to be making money off your art, and the only way they can do that is if you have a lot of fan customers. Now, some of these entertainment industry customers help you generate new fan customers. They make money, and you make money. Now, this isn't always the case, but many times it is. Many of these entertainment industry customers will not work with you unless you have a lot of fan customers. Ouch, right? So in addition to customers who are the fans, there are also customers in the music industry. These customers are just as important as any other customer. These customers purchase the talent of the artist for live performances or recorded products such as talent buyers and recording companies. Once again, who's the perfect customer? Write it down. Identify the perfect music industry customer. Now you might think, well, wait a minute. If I need a lot of fans to get these entertainment industry customers to pay attention to me, and I don't have any fans, how am I going to get them to participate with me? On the other hand, how am I going to get any fans if I don't have any entertainment industry customers on my team? It's catch-22. To get the job, you need experience, but to get experience, you need to have a job. Okay, well, that is catch-22. Can you get fan customers and then attract music industry customers? And can you get music industry customers to attract fan customers? It's an interesting dilemma. Try and go get a booking and tell the talent buyer you don't have any fans. Good luck with that. However, if you were to score a gig with a talent buyer, maybe as an opening act, just say, hey, before your opening act goes on, let me play 3 songs on my acoustic guitar. I'll plug in, I'll play, I'll do it for free. Maybe you'll get some fans at that point who say, hey, I like that guy, I like that girl, whatever it is. Okay, so how do you make money with your customer? You're in catch-22. Well, that's why a lot of beginning artists do benefits. They do things for free. They'll do birthday parties. They'll put on their own concerts in the park, for example, and try and garner some fan customers. All right, well, that's great. Some artists just put their music up on Spotify and hope that they get some new fan customers. Well, it works. It's possible, certainly. Just remember this: fan customers and music industry customers come one at a time. If you recognize that and deal with it one at a time, it becomes a lot simpler for you. If you're saying, I need 20,000 customers, good luck, because that's 20,000 at one time. It's just not going to happen. All right, let's talk about the customer niches. Okay, so let's, in each of these categories, you get the fan customer, music industry customer. They both have their own niche. So is your fan customer in a certain lifestyle? Okay, well, that's a possibility. Do they only like a certain kind of music? Is it your kind of music? Oh, well, that's something you need to think about. Are you willing to change your music because of a niche that you've identified? I hope not. Follow your art. However, if you can't find any buyers for your art, you might want to rethink what you're doing. Okay, but do follow your heart, follow your art. My recommendation. Now, as far as niches within the entertainment industry customers, yes, certainly there are. A record label is a record label, but some record labels have their own genre that they go after. Alligator Records, for example, only does blues music. Sub Pop Music has released grunge music, and so forth and so on. Now, many labels, they put out their whatever comes in, especially the bigger ones. They can do that. But usually a smaller label, they recognize that they have to have a niche, and they do it from that point. Artists have niches, and many times their customers are in the same niche. A musical style is often a lifestyle for certain customers. I know that when I talked to Kevin Lyman of the Vans Warped Tour and the Taste of Chaos Tour, he doesn't look at his tours as a certain style of music. He looks at it as a lifestyle. And if you were to look, you were going to take my record label class, we talk about Warcon and his way of attracting fans through lifestyles. He doesn't do it through the music itself, except some music has a certain lifestyle. Sometimes you can look at someone walking down the road, and just by the way they dress, you can identify what kind of music they like. It takes practice, but many times you can do that. So what you need to do is to profile your customer. What is their profile? What is their age? What is their income? What is their education? What is their lifestyle? And you're going to profile your customer. Now, once again, let's go back to the perfect customer. Profile that person first. Profile that perfect customer. Who is it? This will help you with lots of different things. So, for example, potential customer number 1, age 32, occupation, professional guitarist, income, $50,000 a year, location, private dwelling, hobby, music of all types, media, reads music magazines, newspapers, and watches MTV constantly. Likes, playing in a group, dislikes, news programs on TV. Okay, that's a customer profile. How about client number 2, age 83, occupation, pensioner, income, $10,000 a year, location, old age pensioner's home, hobby, crochet and sewing, media, reads Country Life magazine, watches soap operas, likes, gossiping and attending church, dislikes, loud music and rock and roll. Well, you see the difference between the profiles? I'm sure you do. So who is the typical customer of the artist? The fan may be one who enjoys a good live show, and another fan may be a listener of a particular style of music. Someone in the music industry may not necessarily be a fan, but one who is in business to make money selling tickets or recordings or licenses for songs. And you do have to look at the demographics. We go back to each of these customers. Who are they? What's their age group? Are they male? Are they female? Are they college educated? Are they high school dropouts? Do they have good credit, for example? Do they have a decent income? What do they do all day? What kind of shows do they listen to? Where do they discover new music? Think about this. Where are these demographics coming from that you're going to identify? Do they go to theater? Do they go to live shows on a regular basis? You need to identify your customers in order to attract them to you in the first place. Okay, so who is the typical customer? What is their age? What is their ethnicity? What is their income level? These are things that you need to think about. The more an artist knows about their customer, the better they can market to them. So get to know your customers or potential customers. Find out who they are. Identify them so you can target them within your marketing. Okay? So then we can talk about crossover. Okay, so this doesn't happen earlier in a career, but it does happen. So crossover is when an artist starts off in one style of music and then crosses over into another style of music. Okay, so crossover is very important as the artist develops. Let's look at Taylor Swift, for example. She started off as a country artist and grew up as a teeny bopper kind of artist. And then she developed into the pop field, and now she's top of the pop charts, as well as still doing country music. So she has crossed over into developing different styles of music for different styles of fans. And then lastly, what is your customer service plan? What happens if? So, for example, what if you issue a defective t-shirt? Are you going to say, tough luck, you bought it, it's yours? Or are you going to say, no, we'll take it back. Let me give you another one that's in good shape. You don't want to be issuing inferior products. And then therefore you have to do customer service in order to make that work. What happens if at a gig there's a problem on the stage, or there's a problem with someone showing up late? You have to do customer service with the talent buyer so that you don't lose that gig or that venue for future uses. Maybe there was a legitimate reason why someone in the artist performance group was late. So these are things to consider. Are there any questions about your customer plan?